I had never heard of the Ola F75 before, but I was looking for a new keyboard, but I had no idea what keyboard until the universe basically handed to me a TikTok video that actually showed the Ola F75, and I instantly fell in love with it. What really sold me on this keyboard was the sounds of the keys, because they sounded so relaxing and just so amazing. I couldn't help myself but to actually buy this keyboard. So I looked up the price and oh my god, I can't afford that. I'm not a lawyer. So I decided to look somewhere else and well, I mean, it could be a very bad knockoff, the keys not sounding even remotely close to the real thing, or it could just be a straight up scam, but
3 weeks later.
well, after a couple of weeks, it did come in, and looking at the box, I got the feeling that I got the real thing. I mean, has the brand name right here and the model name right here. Did AliExpress actually send me a legit keyboard?
Huh?
On the back of the box, it says it has 3 types of connections: Type C wired, 2.4G wireless, and Bluetooth. This keyboard is also a little bit on the heavier side than I'm used to. My old keyboard basically weighs nothing, and this one apparently weighs about 975 grams. Which is pretty accurate when I put it on the scale and compared the 2 keyboards that I have. This one is definitely a lot heavier. It has a battery life of 17.5 hours with the default lighting on. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this keyboard has RGB lights, and I will tell you more about it later. It has a battery life of 4000 milliamp hours, and it is compatible with Windows, Mac, Android, and iOS. Okay. Taking it out of the box, this is the keyboard and it looks absolutely fantastic. I love the design, I love the color scheme. There are other color options to choose from. I can't fully remember how many, but this one fit with my setup the most and I do not regret it for a second. When you unbox it, you'll find the keyboard. Thank God. You will also find a pretty long USB-A to USB-C cable, which of course you love to see. A little instruction booklet that I already threw out, and of course this little tool right here, because the keys on the keyboard are hot swappable. If you are not satisfied with the sound of the keyboard, you can always swap them out with a different kind of key. When you connect your keyboard for the first time, whether it's wired with the 2.4G wireless or Bluetooth, the connection is instant and seamless. From my testing, I haven't noticed a single input lag whatsoever. Everything works flawlessly. I am using the 2.4G wireless, which requires you to actually plug in a little dongle. But what is great about this keyboard is it actually has a place where you can store the dongle when not in use. And I think that a lot of devices need a place where you can store your dongle, because God knows we have so many devices with dongles and we have nowhere to put them. You will also notice a little light turn on next to the escape button, which means that the connection has been established and you can start typing. Leaving the keyboard idle for about a minute, that light will turn off, meaning the keyboard will turn itself off automatically to save on battery life. There is also a little light right next to the caps lock button, which will indicate if the caps lock is enabled or not, which is a very nice attention to detail, and I can certainly appreciate that. If you would like to use this keyboard wired, then the charging cable is the one that you need to use. And you will also find this little animation right here indicating that it's charging as well. That's really cute. On the back of the keyboard, you have these legs. There are two different heights that you can choose from, a little bit higher and the highest option. I find the default height long enough, so I just leave it as it is. I really don't need to make it any higher. I think the height is absolutely perfect for me. And of course, you might have already noticed the little knob on the top right corner. Now what that does is it controls the RGB lights. Not only does it control the intensity, but also the type of sequence that you can have. And there are plenty of options to choose from. There is something here for everybody. But if you prefer to have the lights off, you can just turn them off completely. And it will most likely also give you a few hours of extra battery life in return. Did I mention that the keys absolutely sound amazing? Yeah, this is very therapeutic to me. I want to spontaneously write a novel on this thing. I am very grateful to the keyboard gods up in the sky that actually recommended this keyboard to me, because I was already looking for a new keyboard, but I had no idea what keyboard I actually wanted. And when I saw that TikTok video, I was immediately sold and I ordered one immediately. Even if it was from AliExpress, this thing looks and sounds legit. I actually think that AliExpress came through here. Sure, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for it to arrive, but when it does, I don't think you will be disappointed. And I will leave a link in the description below if you would like to take a look at it as well. I think that I am set for a long time with this keyboard. I really do not think I want anything else at the moment. And I also didn't imagine that the sound of the keys would be so important to me, but it actually is a very important factor now, and I am definitely going to be paying attention to these things next time buying a keyboard. I don't think that I've neglected to mention anything, because I mean, it is just a keyboard, honestly, but I really do love the attention to detail that they've given this keyboard. The design is beautiful, the color scheme is beautiful, the knob that controls the RGB lights and its intensity is also really impressive and well thought out. I also love the fact that you can store the dongle somewhere when not in use. And you also get to choose whether you would like to use it wired or Bluetooth, which is also great design choices. I am very impressed with this keyboard, and if you are as well, like I said, link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then give this video a thumbs up, and the best thing you can do, of course, to support me is to subscribe to this channel. I also happen to stream on Twitch from Monday to Friday at 12 p.m. Central European Time at twitch.tv/sittingdutchman90. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.